program is a The following program is a U-Record Studios production.
Marked Out Wrestling Podcast presents Adam Bomb.
Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne proved that you can have flippy shit and headlocks in the same match and it can tear the house down.
Brian.
I have a problem saying it. Maharaja. No, Maharaja.
Kiara.
I said, are you ready?
Bob.
I was immensely impressed with what the bumps they took tonight.
This is SmarkDown.
That is right. Welcome to SmarkDown. I am without my usual host. They will catch back up soon. Don't worry about that. In substitution, I have maybe Medine over there across from me. What's up, buddy? Oh, I got to run. There you go. Try now.
You just do. You
got to unmute.
Rob running in when I fuck up just makes me think, what did I fuck up now?
You fucked up the intro anyway. You're supposed to go that way.
Well, just fucking answer. Maybe
they know I'm here now.
Okay,
oh, shit.
Well, Stone Age Steve Awesome is also here. What's up, buddy?
Holding shit down, man.
Holding the shit down.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Well, that's good. And to my right is the different heavy. It's Golda. What's going on, buddy?
Maharaja.
Oh, I got
Maharaja. I can actually say Maharaja.
Wow.
Maharaja.
I got a heavy that can say it. That's amazing.
It's fantastic because I'm the fucking smart one. And Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Yeah, via the U-Record fan line, I got Bob from Memphis. What's going on, buddy? Oh, I got to unmute him, too. What's up, Bob?
How am I supposed to follow Maharaja?
I was wondering why I haven't heard him. Okay, that's why.
Yeah. Stevie interrupted your intro. That's great. What's up, Bob?
That's right.
This is getting off
No.
to.
Anyone else want to talk?
Yeah, this is off the rails. Great job. Who's on the board? Stevie.
Juan
Extended
Rodriguez
family
is with us. Chris Steichleather, Noah as always, and his the girl Sierra Ann. Welcome. Tim Smith, and that's all I see at the bottom part of the list here. We'll catch up.
Did you say Daniel Price?
Daniel Price is with us. Cool.
I see
He's
Sierra
gonna stick
Ann.
around a while this time, hopefully.
I don't know. We'll see.
Right, cool,
Sierra
cool.
Ann says, Adam, you had one job. Yeah, I know.
And he fucks it up every week. So we're just used to it. We just laugh at this point.
Exactly. I mean, you know, this is probably also the
best,
perfect. What?
The best part about it is that you find a different way to fuck it up every week. That's the best
You
part.
got to keep it interesting.
Oh, yeah. Might as well.
It's almost like a work.
Yeah, might as well do this now. Oh, I fucked that up, too. How do you stop that other music? I'll figure that out in a second.
Volume and buttons.
What? What are you talking about, Stevie?
I don't know.
Well, in any event, this is off to a great start. Golda, you got some dirt sheet mud report for us. Just go ahead, go
We
ahead.
do housekeeping?
I can't. I got to figure out the sound effect while he does the dirt sheet.
We'll figure it out. We can edit this later.
Oh no, we're streaming. Just
Yeah, the
fucking
channel
go.
No, fuck, they can laugh at us.
The volume on the channel for the Jazzler. Just figure that out.
Right, the volume on the.
There's two jazz.
Yeah, here we go. I got it.
Housekeeping.
Thank you, Stevie.
Here we go. Marked Out Wrestling housekeeping notes and weekly schedule. Monday nights at 11:30 p.m. Join us for Monday Night Rawsome.
I'm
Tuesday
3
nights
for
at
3. It was mute button all 3 times.
Yeah,
was the
it's
issue.
they're lit up or not lit up. You don't know.
Oh, sorry, housekeeping.
React and review to the NXT broadcast on the WWE Network. Showtimes are for live YouTube broadcasts. All podcast versions will be available the next day on various podcast providers. Upcoming WWE pay-per-view specials and marked out shorts like Rhodey's Rant, Smarks vs. Marks, the Power Slam Dance Show, and Indie McIndie Face will be announced as they are scheduled. Feel free to join us on our exclusive Bubba Radio Army Network show, The Weekly Squash. Visit BubbaRadioArmy.com for listings. Keep the conversation going on Twitter using the handle @SmartMarkShow. You can call our fan line 704-444-0084 or send us an email, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Visit markedOutWrestling.com for all other social media networks. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected.
Go away.
Oh
my God!
I said no.
Okay, I clean?
No, get out of here.
I stick finger in your mouth? Housekeeping?
Okay.
Okay.
So last week, we had issues because of the power, and we didn't have an episode. So I'm going to blame that on why I'm completely out of loop. Luke Birch is here. Christopher Stikelether's here. Let it breathe. Golda then take it away.
They see me rolling. They hating. Patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty. 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 Trying to catch me riding dirty.
All right, well, first things first, something a little bit quick for you guys. Somebody on Twitter asked Dixie if there was any chance she'd be anywhere near Raw next Monday. She said pretty close. But turns out
City-wise.
Raw's in Nashville. She
Yeah,
lives
and
in
she
Nashville.
Right.
So people are getting up in arms.
Right down
the
the
bitch
street.
lives down the road.
Well, and you guys were talking
is
about the
interesting.
7/17 date and acting like that might be something.
Yeah, and then I squashed that real quick.
But the Hardys got jumped last week. I mean, yesterday, and so you know what?
I think
Do you know
that's,
what
that's
day
a
it is?
coincidence.
Yeah.
Is
SmarkDown.
my
It's SmarkDown day.
shittiness catching on to you or something?
It's hey, I don't do Tuesdays, but apparently I was required.
It's like a TNA
Yeah,
invasion.
whatever.
Yeah, Brian had a concert. Kira is off with the Angry Elf on the way to go see the NXT tapings. So he's going to know the takedown results for the next 3 weeks.
4. And actually, they're doing 4
The 4
tapings to take it
So-
all the way to take over.
No
Brooklyn?
spoilers, Rob.
Yeah.
Wow.
No spoilers.
All the
All
way to
right.
Brooklyn, no sleep.
All right. Next, according to Dave Meltzer, he thinks that the broken thing between Impact and WWE should be over. If it isn't over, it should be a done deal soon. He says that was the biggest tease that we've had from them since they wouldn't have did that if they didn't think
that's what I
that it was
thought.
close. If it's
Cool.
from Meltzer, I would take that to the bank more than I would IWF
What
Media.
about Bob Meltzer Jr. on the phone here? What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, we all know it's coming back. I like Meltzer, and I'm a Meltzer guy, but every now and then some of his news is the super obvious shit. So yeah, it's broken Matt's gonna happen. Duh.
Okay.
And Brother Nero.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Don't forget Brother Nero.
Well, and they can't hide Nero from him because
Brother
that's his middle name.
You know what? I don't know if they'll do I mean, because I don't think they're going to do the exact same storyline.
Yeah, it'll be.
The Brother Nero thing may not be. I mean, this may just be Jeff goes on his own and Matt is just broken.
Okay.
Okay.
The
all
board
right.
seems to
Matt
disagree,
really
though.
wants to have. I mean, Jeff really wants to have some legitimate matches before he goes.
You know,
Tied
you
down
saying
with the cartoon
charismatic enigma, Jeff? Like, Team Extreme more than
The same-
obviously Brother Nero?
I think we're gonna get a combo of, the merchandise guy, the guy who was selling all the shit with the kids.
That's true.
That guy.
But don't forget, Matt could always get a new tag team partner either in the way of the drone or that kangaroo.
Oh, if he
The kangaroo
if
would
he
be the
breaks,
shit.
I want to see
Kangaroo
him.
was just like a little one spot.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Absolutely, the drone has to come back.
It should be his valet.
They're
What's the drone's name?
Vanguard 1.
Vanguard 1.
Vanguard 1?
That's right. Yeah, V1,
Vanguard 2
yeah.
would be.
He's the one who helps him travel through space and time.
Dude, I could see King Maxwell being in a match before Vanguard 1.
Well, there's
Have a
yeah,
camera
now
on
he
it to
has
cut
two.
your
Yeah, but
walk-in.
is it going to be King Maxwell or is it going to be Prince Maxwell and the other Prince? Because he has two sons.
That he has a second.
Well, the
son now.
firstborn is always the
Bang
first to
bang
throw.
Maxwell.
But see, I could imagine them creating a feud where Matt Hardy is trying to figure out which one of his sons he has to impress so he can remain within the kingdom. Like, the shit they can do with Broken Matt is endless. I just hope they have the balls to do the really off-the-wall crazy shit.
Well, Christopher Stikelether on the board commenting on the last thing. He said, Dixie is no longer involved in Impact. I wouldn't put it past Vince to bring in her. And Daniel Price on this topic, he says, if Vince had to pay Anthem for a gimmick, it would completely humiliate him. Vince doesn't operate like that,
Yeah.
but maybe somebody convinced him that this is what, your investment's already there. Your contract is already set with whatever you're paid the Hardys. Like Medine says, you can get a ton of fucking merch going for Broken. All the guys our age will buy all that shit. You take Fruity Pebbles' version of Jeff a little bit, or like Medine said again, a hybrid of that and Brother Nero.
And
or
then
the
TNA
charismatic.
version.
Yeah,
all of that.
yeah,
Put it all together.
anything.
For the
Just give them
record,
the sleeves that
Vince
you can
has done
sell.
business with Impact before.
Yeah.
When they were introduced, when they inducted Ric Flair with the Four Horsemen, they
'Cause-
sent Christian to go do a one spot that night.
Yeah, that was the trade-off. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not unheard of that Vince is willing to do business with the competition to get what he wants. I mean, he let Taz fight a WCW guy for the ECW title.
Mm-hmm. The other big thing here, not to forget, is that Vince can't own real people's names. And Matt and Jeff have been going by their real names their whole career.
Yep.
By buying Broken Matt, he now owns Matt Hardy.
That character of Matt
Yeah,
Hardy, yeah.
yeah. He now owns the Broken Matt gimmick. So I wouldn't put him past him because that is a commodity, wouldn't you think, Golda?
Yeah, but that's if Vince is the one buying it. I mean, it might be Matt Hardy, but Vince might be sending his lawyers to do the work.
Yeah.
You know,
So it just, we don't know how that's happening.
Put it this way, Jeff took enough bumps back in the day for the company to get that on a discount.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he almost killed himself 25 times. Easy.
Fair enough.
Easy.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
all right, next.
What
All right, the WWE officials are said to be considering doing a fatal four-way of The Miz, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Bray Wyatt for the IC title at SummerSlam.
Will that make us care?
That'd be like the 85th four-way match.
How many? Yeah,
that
this is gonna
night.
be. It's a four-way slam.
Well, you
What
got to
call it.
think this is a joint pay-per-view,
Woo!
so they're going to do a
You're gonna
lot
have
of
to squeeze
these.
in a lot,
Yeah, they're going to do a lot of these four ways. We suspect there's going to be a potential four-way for the main event: Strowman, Roman, Brock, and Joe. I'd rather see that four-way.
As long as it's not a continuation of, like, say, Battleground, they're gonna do a five-way there for
Right.
Naomi. You know, the
Do,
title.
do you
But they're-
remember when TNA was doing all their themed pay-per-views? WWE had one, Bob, I think you'll remember this, called Fatal Four-Way, where all the matches were Fatal Four-Ways.
Oh, yes.
And that was one of the worst gimmicks.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was. It was a bad, and I watched that one. It was a bad night. Like, the one unforgivable thing for TNA is that they stole the Lethal Lottery gimmick.
yeah, I like
So,
that
mean,
one.
It's,
That Lethal Lottery and Ultimate X, I wish, if Vince was going to spend some money, that's what you spend it on.
yeah, I'd give every other gimmick matchup just to get a regular bloody War Games every year.
All right, what else, Golda?
Okay, Tye Dillinger and The Miz are in a Twitter beef right now. The second last tweet was The Miz saying, "Why? So I can watch you perform in the opening dark match."
You're such a dick.
And then Tye Dillinger replied, "You'd watch? Wait, do you need to steal more moves? Besides, I work magic in the dark. Just ask your wife."
Oh,
Oh.
That is.
damn, Ty.
Hey, don't forget.
iTunes.
Yeah, everybody head to iTunes and, subscribe to us, rate us, do all that fun stuff, and back to the dirt sheets.
Back. Oh,
I don't I mean
got
to steal
more.
it, but
I didn't realize you had one more. I thought I was.
Well, yeah, I have one about the page.
Sorry.
still.
Go for it.
Where's JD when you need him?
Right. Well, Paige's
Uh-oh.
brother actually posted about it, saying that Del Rio's apparently been beating Paige for 6 months.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And let's see, yeah, she was trying to. He's intentionally sabotaging her job at WWE by all these negative comments he makes on TNA. He's doing all that basically to get her
I
fired.
heard they drowned him out with the music.
Yes,
when he
and,
tries to do that.
and they cut his
Uh,
mic off the last time.
I mean,
well, I mean, they had on. I just watched last week's TNA or Global, whatever the fuck they're calling it. And the announcers said Paige was at the show. Like, she was under a mask, and everybody was speculating. They actually confirmed Paige was at the show last week.
What kind of mask?
It was at the pay-per-view. Yeah.
well, my question to you
Was
guys
the
then
mask-
would be: if
the mask
Kane-
does she violate contract by that? Can they not pay her? Because
If she's on camera, I'm pretty sure.
More important
No,
question.
she wasn't on camera. She was under a mask sitting on the front row, and everybody's like, I think that's Paige.
Yeah, more important
And
question. Is the
then-
mask covering up some black eyes?
hey,
Oh, that's a good point too.
shut up.
But no,
Seriously.
the commentators actually
Makeup.
said that she was there.
Christopher Steichleather replying to the Fatal Four-Way, he said that pay-per-view was worse than Capital Punishment. Capital Punishment was bad.
No, Capital Punishment was maybe the worst.
One of them.
That's a top 3 worst pay-per-view ever.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Daniel Price saying it was
This
a
is your
luchador
house,
mask.
something.
So, It is what it is. What's your last one, Golden?
Okay, last one. On Ryback's latest podcast, he claims that at one point he was penciled in to face the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 30. But we all know Ryback it talks out of his ass almost constantly. So
he's a whore.
Yeah, Ryback. I mean, he's just trying at this point because he really has nothing left.
He wants to be relevant.
I mean,
still.
he's one step away from Vince Russoville, where he just has a podcast where he whines, constantly. It's just nonsense, and we'll have to hear it at some point.
Okay, but I will say yes, he's gone a little off the deep end, but he's also been kind of buried. What he was arguing for, I thought was legitimate when he left WWE, and it's just, I think it's slowly started driving him crazy that nobody has listened.
The thing was, Bob, is that he wasn't wrong so much as it was just he
wouldn't let it go.
Yeah, he wouldn't let it go, and that's the thing is he wasn't a big enough talent for them to get behind. He was pissed that they weren't giving him pushes, but he didn't really deserve them.
It was typical of a lot of other guys.
I mean, he was undefeated for however long, and then he lost to Cena.
He had that IC run towards the end.
He had a title match against Punk in a cell, I believe, during Punk's long run before he lost to The Rock. I mean, there was a lot of stuff, and that was when Brad Maddox was there in the Shield, so he had some fun backstage too. So I don't know why he's so upset about it. Maybe nobody invited him to do the Terminator pose.
Because he's not still there. Because he's not still there. That's why he's upset.
They didn't feed him more.
On that note.
What you need to make a good SmarkDown is your 3 key ingredients.
I always gotta, every now and again, mention a big thank you to Grandma Awesome for recording that for me. Topic number 1, don't hinder Jinder. Topic number 2, and another one. Topic number 3, unopened challenge. Let's get it going.
Number 1.
Number 1, don't hinder Jinder. I speculated, and we'll get to the stuff tonight, but I speculated to the room while we were watching. Wouldn't it be fucking amazing to really legitimize Jinder if he were to fight Cena, let's say, at SummerSlam or at some point? If he got over Cena, Baron Corbin comes down to cash in, and he somehow defends that too. I mean, you would make Jinder just so legitimate. And right now,
Corbin will lose the money in the bank and everything. Just start all over.
And so the reason why I named this Don't Hinder Jinder is because he, with the proper booking they've given him here, it doesn't matter about the whole India, and we've talked ad nauseum about the reasoning behind this. But Golda, they put time and effort into this guy, and he's become over. I don't know if he'll stay over.
Right. I mean, I don't agree that they would do that because I feel like that would make him a face more. If he was able to defeat Cena and then be able to defeat Corbin the same night cashing in, I think that would turn him. So I don't think they would.
But if the Singh brothers helped him both a little bit, that still makes him a heel. If he wins somehow hook or crook, it doesn't matter.
The only thing he needs to just improve his promos are starting to become Bailey-esque to me. I'm tired of hearing about, you people don't like me. We've heard it before.
Yeah, but that's his
do
thing.
Something a little bit different.
Bob,
I know it's his thing, but add to it.
Bob, what did you think about Jinder tonight?
I don't like that Jinder's making me think he's credible. I can't. It's like I keep looking and I'm like, but you sucked in 3MB. You were the third of 3MB, and
he would have been last.
I keep
Bob,
looking. I'm like, you know what? This guy might be a good champion, and it's starting to piss me off that they have made literal chicken shit into chicken salad.
Yeah, Maharoija is what a lot of people are saying on the board, putting the needles up there. My big thing is Jinder. I mean, he might be a little bit repetitive, but he's quality champion right now because he's got the look. But if you were to rank,
holy shit, he's good in the ring.
Yeah, if you were to put it, Bob, back in the 3MB days, I think if any one of us were to rank them on who would be most likely to win a championship, we would have put McIntyre at the top, Heath in the middle, and Jinder at the bottom.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's at the top.
No doubt. He was like a distant third. It was like, that's the guy they're going to cut.
And he botched all that stuff. It makes me wonder, and we'll get to this a little bit later about when we talk about Cena in topic 3, but it makes me wonder if because he was constantly thrown out there with guys he never got to rehearse with, that they kind of did a match on the fly, That's why he looked so sloppy. He was nervous because that was the only TV time he was getting, and he knew he was just going to job out for a year. I don't know.
There was an interview he had where he said he fixed a lot of things in his life. He stopped drinking completely. Apparently, he was tap dancing with an alcohol problem. He started actually hitting the gym again, and then when he was gone, he actually took the time to go to a lot of different places and practice his craft for a year and a half. I mean, yeah, that guy's number 50 of the champions.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it as much now, and I'm starting to be annoyed with that.
On the board, Christopher Steichleather, his promos are wearing very thin, and Daniel Price, he was commenting. Let me go back up there real quick to what he said. Daniel Price says, "You people hate me because is getting really old fast, like Enzo introducing himself all the time." I don't remember who mentioned that a second ago, but how his promos are kind of turning into a little Bailey-esque, and you know, it just is what it is. Medine, what do you think on the whole Jinder thing?
Well, as far as being a legitimate champion, he's only really defended against Randy. So, I mean, and
what if he has a JBL run?
Well, yeah, what if? But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. He's just a guy who has put in the work, and he's been rewarded.
Put in the needles?
Well, whatever he put in.
He put something in.
He's there right now, and
so
he's got a little faction that gets to protect him. It's, you know, Kyle Rollins-esque.
Right.
But whatever. It works right now, but you got a big pay-per-view coming up.
Yep.
What's going to happen with the title?
Luke Birch says, "I refuse to accept the juicer." And yeah, your boy Randy, just to finish your point, Medine.
Suggested juicer. Like, it's honestly, they said that
I
he has been
know,
tested
Bob.
multiple times.
We know.
Jinder Winstraw.
Yeah, we know he's passed the
That's one of
test. We're
Brian's.
still
I
gonna
can't
mock
steal
him
that.
out because that's his veins
Actually,
are
when
popping
you
out
cut
like
out
Steiner.
alcohol, which is nothing but carbs, and you really start working out. I mean, we're not talking about a guy who was 80 pounds overweight. He was flabby, but it is completely possible this guy got into shape naturally.
Anyway, Medine,
what's up?
I had a
let's
Rob moment.
Let's not forget the Indian market plays into it. Just all the timing comes into it because WWE entered that East Asian market a few months back. They got big deals out there.
So does Jinder?
Jinder plays into that. He just happens to get into shape at the right time. Maybe he knew that was coming. Decided to try to take advantage of it, and you know, he hit lightning in a bottle.
All right.
Number 2.
Oh, sorry, you got something, Golden?
Yeah, I was going to say Adam's big, dumb, downward hooking Jew schlong said Jinder is an effective heel.
Yeah, he says he gets actual heat, unlike Roman or Baron Corbin.
I only read that just because I wanted you to read that one.
He does get heel heat.
Welcome aboard, Adam's
The problem
big,
with
dumb,
the heel heat
downward
that he gets
looking
is
Jew
it's
schlong.
USA.
And I have seen Jinder's workouts on Instagram, and he works out with Sheamus, and they're fucking legit.
Yeah.
Daniel Price suggesting that they take Zayn and do the same thing they're doing with Jinder because he was in Dubai doing PR stuff because he speaks Arabic.
Give him the U.S. title
Wait,
then.
For the record, Gold had just said I've seen him working out with
Sheamus,
and they're legit. And somebody goes, yeah. When I suggested that the guy got natural, it was okay, and you fucking moved on.
Well, what I was saying is we're not suggesting that we all.
Y'all just go to the next topic.
Well, actually, I was co-signing you, Bob, but they were trying to hurry me along because we're moving on.
Okay, the suck my dick is rescinded towards Golda. The rest of you, jump on. Man, booty dog.
Wow. All right. Yeah. You done?
All right. Apparently, it's the
that's
squash.
annoying.
Apparently,
You're getting this.
He's an angry elf.
You've turned into Rob tonight.
Bag on me, but somebody else says the exact same goddamn thing, and it's a brilliant point.
Number 2.
Number 2, and another one.
Brilliant.
And another one. We're going to do fucking another all-women's division 5-way elimination match for the number 1 contender. Like, I agree kind of with Charlotte. Like, are you serious? Well, half these people don't deserve it. Why is Natty in there? Why is Anal in there? Tamina, she got a pin tonight over Charlotte, and Tamina got a look. You know, I thought she might win the Money in the Bank. I get her inclusion maybe a little bit because she's gotten some TV time, and then you don't just have Becky and Charlotte. But why not have a triple threat there?
why are we even talking about this? To be honest?
This is like worn out.
Here's why I'm talking about this, Golda, because this is another goddamn way for them to put all the women out there and lazy.
Yeah. And then you have the Carmella factor, but
I can see this happening at fucking SummerSlam because you got to put all the women out in one match because you only get one match. But Battleground is your pay-per-view. You could have 2 women's matches, yet you're not. You're just not, unless Naomi comes out and cuts a stupid promo and Carmella attacks her. I mean, what do you think, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, what else can be said? It's another way of getting all the women out there so everybody can see them. And Lana is whatever the fuck her gimmick is now. Yeah, no, there's nothing good that came out of tonight. There's only 3 women that we care about.
Really, 3? I only care about 2 of them. Well, Maria Kanellis, I'll count her as the 3rd.
Okay, I have to count the champion.
We don't.
I care who's going to take the title.
Wait. You have to count the champion. You called her the Ratchet Raver for months.
She is.
Dude, still do, but she's got the title, so I have to kind of care where she is in this whole storyline.
Medine, Steve, you got anything else on this?
No.
All right. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, we can move to the next one.
Number 3.
Number 3, unopened challenge, a better topic for us to all discuss. We got AJ coming out, basically doing what Daniel Bryan suggested last week and having open challenges for his U.S. title that he won on Saturday at Madison Square Garden in a house show. So this match was already booked for Battleground. It's now booked again just with a different champion because the other one's catching his rematch. But we basically had an open challenge squashed because Kevin Owens wanted to walk out and say whatever. Medine, what do you got on this?
It had to be him to answer it, I guess, but still.
Of course.
It's too soon to make him
and so, yeah, it is too soon, and we've seen it already. So, what do these 4 guys have to do right now?
Well,
Nothing.
Speaking of we've seen it
other
already.
than make the belt relevant.
I was talking about how Cena doesn't get time to work with anybody because of his schedule. So they marched him out there with 3 guys that he's worked with a lot.
And recently.
Yes. He worked with AJ and Kevin Owens for
Even
months
Rusev.
last year. And Rusev, the whole time Rusev was coming up in the U.S. title,
Right,
they
2
had
years
that
ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, he is familiar with all these guys, so they can make whatever up on the fly. Do you feel that way a little bit, Bob? Because you weren't in the room when I suggested that off air.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, but I don't agree. I mean, I agree, but what else are you going to do? I was confused by it.
All right, what do you got over there, Gold, on this?
I just love the promo that Kevin Owens was cutting when he came down to the ring, where he was laying into Cena about how nobody wanted you back. Get the fuck out of here. Pretty much, he was saying that's what he was saying, and it was masterful.
I mean, anytime they break the 4th wall like that.
What was that?
Isn't it what he said last week?
I didn't get to watch last week because the power went out.
What we saw last week, he only called out Rusev. And let's be honest, guys, at Battleground, we're getting that shitty tease. Stevie, I don't know if you give a shit about this, but Cena and Rusev in a flag match?
No. I think I've seen a flag match
as soon as
before.
they said flag match,
Yeah.
they announced the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to throw a flag on the ground in the U.S.
Not to mention, Jinder could.
What are you saying?
I don't know. He could.
Everybody's
something.
getting dead air.
Jinder could do something.
All right, baby
It's
birds.
spreading.
Well, I mean, Cena's not going to lose.
No.
He's got people who own this company work for the president. They're not going to throw the United States flag on the ground.
Well, let's check in with the board. I agree with you, Bob. I think it's a bad booking. They're both coming back. It's a no-win situation for Rusev. Stike Leather says, I hope they bring back the U.S. Open Challenge. When Cena did it, it elevated the U.S. title. That's what I thought they were doing tonight when AJ first came out, and I thought just Kevin Owens would screw the match up and so that Cena couldn't win and no title change with a DQ. Noah's echoing that. That was a good gimmick. Daniel Price says, the only way there is a wild card is if Cena raises his hand again and throws an AA. Unless they turn Cena, bringing him back is useless. It's selling merchandise going into their big 4. What I have a bigger problem with, that comment was from Daniel Price. What I have a bigger problem with is these big 4 pay-per-views, specifically SummerSlam and WrestleMania. They're filling the main event slots with part-timers, old-timers, or legends.
Yeah,
instead
they
of
do it quite a bit.
Right. I can understand if you want to fill a card out with them, like they did years ago. I think it was WrestleMania 2000. They had a gimmick battle royal full of Iron Sheik won it,
Yeah.
but full of all
Yeah, I
these just
remember that.
terrible '80s guys.
Terrible. Come
Right.
on.
But
Come on.
that was the filler of the card. That wasn't a fucking main
Right,
event.
no, it's not a main event.
Like they're bringing guys like Goldberg and Brock. They're part time. We'll make them the main event. Brock hasn't been around forever. He's going to main event Great Balls of Fire. And going into SummerSlam, it just really seems like Cena's coming back because they want to fill a top slot in the card. I mean,
SummerSlam is Mania Junior.
Right.
And so that's what they do at Mania. So why wouldn't you do that at Mania Junior?
hey, Bob, you've spoken out about this a lot. Is this about just marketing because they can say Cena in the main event and the outside market will recognize this? Because I feel like these are opportunities to push guys like Shinsuke over to that main market, and instead they're in early matches.
Cena sells T-shirts. Cena sells tickets. Cena sells pay-per-views.
Yep.
Yes. This is nothing but marketing. You've got to put him in that. And is that going to be the main event? That's not the world title.
No, but I would bet it might.
It'll be a main event.
I doubt they're going to close with the Punjabi prison.
Yeah. No, they have to.
Oh wait, that's at Battleground. That's at Battleground.
Yeah,
Sorry, yeah, they'll close that. But I doubt Jinder Randy winner is going to be the main event at SummerSlam. It's obviously going to be Brock versus Joe Roman winner, or if they do a three-way or something like that.
Yeah, I think it'll be a three-way. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be probably the next last match in the card. If they're smart, they open with it to get AJ away from the main event so that he doesn't overshadow.
Well, if they're smart, they'll do it because Brock only ever does 2 fucking moves.
It's not like look, we all know how talented Samoa Joe is, but it's not like he was, putting on a clinic out there.
No, they limited the move set.
Chokehold.
They limited the move set though. Joe can do more than what he did in the ring.
Stike Leather's correcting me, saying the gimmick battle royal was WrestleMania 17, which took place in 01.
Called you.
So
out.
I was off by a year.
All bad things happened at WrestleMania 17.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably why it happened there instead.
Wasn't that Rock Hogan?
I believe it was one of them. Didn't they fight twice?
I think it was just once.
No, I think I only fought once.
All right.
I think it was 17.
It was
the board will
yeah, because 18 was
which was I think the only highlight of that show. Everything else was the drizzling shit.
Yeah, it was all about that, and that's what I feel like SummerSlam. They're ignoring all this other stuff because they want to make it all about these Brock Lesnar and John Cena. They'll sell tickets. Like,
oh god,
you
JD's
can make
here.
names of other people so that they sell tickets. You can elevate somebody to a Brock Lesnar, John Cena status and sell tickets.
There's other guys there who sell tickets now. I mean, AJ, I think, is now finally coming to his own. They're creating that new thing, but at the end of the day, Undertaker sold tickets no matter how old he was. Triple H can come back from retirement tomorrow and sell tickets. There are certain guys that, wisely so, you bank upon because they have proven records.
And that's my other two is Triple H and Angle. Both are probably going to be somewhat involved, I think, in SummerSlam. That's two other guys they're bringing back.
Maybe.
Would you put Joe in that list, Bob?
Did y'all discuss it yesterday? Who do y'all think he was talking to on the phone?
Dixie or Stephanie?
It can't be Dixie.
Stephanie.
It's Dixie or Stephanie. It's one of the two.
But
I think it's Stephanie.
This is another fucked up thing, just by the way, because his daughters, his children, his brother, and his wife were all at the Hall of Fame ceremony 4 months ago or something to be exact. And now he's saying I love you to somebody else on the phone.
Though.
I know it's a work, but it's the most unbelievable one because you just had him there.
We can't suspend reality with Stephanie either, as much as she does philanthropically, as well as her midnight workouts on Facebook and stuff like that.
And I have a problem with the induction and then him wrestling again because only one person did it and they wrestled one more day. And, that was Flair because he was having a retirement match and they inducted him the night before. Like, why is – I don't know. I'm kind of lost with the whole thing. I know it's completely off topic, but
yeah, get on topic.
The whole damn show's been off. In any event, so we got flag match. We got the stupid U.S. match that we are going to have with different champions. Anybody got anything to close that out? Any predictions? Do we think any swerve happens? I believe KO is going to win. I believe Cena's going to win.
I need another week before I can really.
I don't think that any of the three guys will face AJ at SummerSlam for the U.S. title. None of those three.
None of those three?
No.
Do you think? But you're saying AJ will have the title at SummerSlam?
Yes, I think so.
Really?
Oh, and JD's on the board, and apparently he's in
Uh-oh.
Virginia.
Oh,
okay.
he's in Virginia.
Closer.
Yeah, he's trying to get closer to Paige.
Oh, did he?
I think he likes the girls there too.
he likes them. Tommy likey. So we did this once before. Everybody kind of liked it, which is really weird for a trivia segment. So we're gonna do it again.
And now it's time for a little SmackDown trivia.
Yeah, guys, grab your whiteboards.
I can't. Somebody have to.
I'm getting there. My legs hurt pretty bad.
All right, so for those of you on the board that want to play along, this is fake trivia again. Fake trivia. All of the answers are people currently on the SmackDown roster. But I'm going to give you 2 celebrities or other people that you have to tell me the answer, who the combo of them is. Board, if you were here before, we did it once before. Ooh.
I genuinely cannot hear the instructions because of the music.
All right. Well, the instructions are it's fake trivia. I'm going to give you 2 people. You need to tell me who they add up to be on the SmackDown roster.
Okay.
One last thing.
Okay.
Christopher Steichler says AJ versus Shinsuke at the U.S. title. Is that what you're talking about, Medine? That's not one of those 3.
I have it written down right here. I think me and Steichler share a brain too.
Oh, is he one of the Packer fans on the board? I know we got a bunch now.
No.
All right.
Luke Birch was.
So question number 1. What do you get if you take Bailey and Kurt Angle and combine them? What do you get? Bailey and Kurt Angle. Remember, all the answers are going to be current SmackDown roster people. Noah, you can't use the internet to cheat here, so maybe you'll get one right. Bailey and Kurt Angle. We're going to go. We got 5 seconds left, Golda. We're going to go to Stevie first. Stevie, what do you got?
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, everybody in the room wrote. What did you get, Bob?
Is it Tye Dillinger? Tye Dillinger's the answer. It's Tye Dillinger.
Bob is wrong. The room is right.
No,
It
it's Tye
is.
Dillinger.
It is
This
Chad
is clearly
Gable.
Tye Dillinger. Yes.
Chad Gable, for sure.
That's a funny answer, though.
You like that one?
Yeah.
All right. Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walker. This one's probably too easy, but I put it out there anyway.
They're not wrestlers.
This one is super easy. I got
Yeah.
the answer already.
Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walker. Yeah, this one,
I got it.
I don't need 20 seconds. I'll let the room write it down. Medine's got it. Let's see. What do you got over there, Golda?
Well, not John Cena.
Oh, well, what do you have, Bob?
I have Tyler Breeze.
It's Tye Dillinger. It's Tye Dillinger. No, it's
Tito
Tye Dillinger.
Santana.
You're wrong.
It's not Ty.
You added up 2 humans incorrectly.
It's not Tyler Breeze, Golda. What did you have over there,
Tye Dillinger.
Stevie?
Tito Santana.
Medine got it right. It was John Cena. Daniel Price on the board said John Cena.
Paul Walker.
Noah said Cena. Steichleather before had Gable. Noah had Gable. See, Noah does better at fake trivia.
Tye Dillinger's career has smashed straight into a tree.
All right.
It's clearly him.
It's clearly him. Here's the next one. Michael Jackson and Pat Morita.
Who the fuck is Pat Morita?
Oh, come on, Golda.
Dude, I'm 32 years old.
Out of the room right
Man.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yes. Michael
Okay,
Jackson
thank you.
and Mr. Miyagi.
now. Got it.
Yeah. Some of these are easy. I just wanted to have some
Threw
fun
mine out
tonight.
This one was easy.
All right. Everybody in the room wrote it. Bob, what do you got?
Tye Dillinger.
Everybody in the room got it right. It is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Daniel Price got it
Y'all
right.
spelled it
too.
wrong. It's Tyedil. It's Tye Dillinger.
Oh.
That's the answer.
It's
He
spelled
was like,
10.
I don't know how to spell
10.
Dillinger, so I'm going to
10.
stop at L.
Daniel Price got it right. He said Pat Morita was on
I can
Happy
say this
Days.
10
He also
more
mentioned
times.
Karate
See what I
Kid.
did there?
he worked at Arnold's.
10.
We stopped listening
With Big
to you.
Al.
All right, here's a really fun one. All right, the brawny guy and an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, okay.
The
Is it
brawny
Tye Dillinger?
guy and an Oompa Loompa. We'll get to you, Bob. Hold that answer.
My answer is going to be Tye Dillinger.
Okay. The
I was
brawny
gonna say Tye
guy
Dillinger.
and an Oompa Loompa. The brawny guy and an Oompa Loompa. Noah
I
got
think
one
what gives it
wrong
away
tonight. He
is
said
the
Steve
chocolate
Blackman.
reference.
Steichleather had Shinsuke last time. Oh, Noah's calling you out, Goldie. He said even I knew who Pat Morita was.
No.
Oh, Scott Newland's here, and he
That
just
was
said,
wrong.
"Shut up, Golda." That's his first thing he says when he shows up.
Fuck you, Scott.
All right, we're going to go to, well, we already know Tye Dillinger's wrong, so I'll just buzz Bob now.
Tye Dillinger's not wrong. You added people incorrectly.
Triple H.
Goldie, you don't have an answer down.
Triple
What's your
H.
answer? Triple H? That's wrong. What do you got over there, Medine?
I don't know, but I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to go with Luke Harper.
Remember, it's
Tye
current.
Dillinger.
It's current SmackDown people.
SmackDown.
What do you got, Stevie?
I thought it was any roster guy. This makes more sense, and my answer is right anyway. Brock Lesnar.
No.
He looked like Oompa Loompa when Samoa Joe was
for a second.
choking him out.
No, the brawny guy and the Oompa Loompa. When you add them together, you get Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
No.
the beard. It's the
No.
beard thing, right?
That's what I got. Nobody on
Well,
the
the
board.
brawny guy only had a mustache.
No, it's
Jonathan
'cause
Durant
you're
says
right.
I
the way he
missed Scott
dresses.
Steiner. And Noah
he
guessed
wears them
Taz.
shirts like the brawny guy. That's why.
But he's not orange.
Jericho.
He's not brawny
Scott Newland
either.
said Jericho.
Daniel Price says, I'm trying to picture a mustached lumberjack in flannels with orange skin and green hair shilling paper towels. Hey, that's pretty close. He said Rowan. No,
Adam, that was a bad one.
That
You
was
need
a bad
to-
one?
You need to buzz yourself.
I need to buzz myself. All right, fine. Fuck it.
The other ones were funny. That one was bad.
Well, here's the last one. We'll see if this one is a big turd, too. Bob, you want to key in your answer now?
Is it Tye Dillinger?
What do you get when you combine Pauly D and Barbie? Pauly D and Barbie.
Is it Tye Dillinger? Damn it. Are you hitting the wrong thing? Because I feel like I should be getting coins for these answers.
Stevie and Medine got it. They put down Carmella. So did Golda. Everybody got that one. I thought that was a pretty easy one. It's fucking fake trivia,
Yeah,
man.
that one was good. The other one, it was just, I don't know, just too many possibilities.
Okay, yeah. The brawny guy wears flannels and had a beard, and I
Maybe
shrunk
he's
him
a
down
GM, I kinda forgot
because he
about him.
fucked the female Oompa Loompa.
Well, if
I didn't mean to give him with green
Sorry,
hair
buddy.
and orange skin like Daniel Price suggested.
Well, when I think of Oompa Loompa, I just think of orange midget. Orange stands with it.
Noah guessed Dolph Ziggler for the last one. No.
Steve Blackman.
No, Dolph's from fucking like Ohio
Cleveland.
or something.
Cleveland.
Yeah. So that definitely didn't count, Noah. Guess what, everybody?
What?
We don't have Kiera.
Cyclo's got it
Kiki's on the road. We don't have the Queen.
Oh, is it?
Instead,
Is it? Okay.
we have Stevie filling in for
Character flaws.
Stevie Flaws. Stevie Flaws.
Character flaws.
Stevie Flaws.
Character flaws.
Stevie Flaws.
Character flaws.
Stevie Flaws.
Character flaws.
Stevie Flaws.
Character flaws.
Stevie Flaws.
Character flaws.
I'm not doing that one.
Sierra Ann on the board says that Dolph Ziggler has ramen noodle hair. I think
Yes,
that's,
he does.
I
So
think
he
that-
used to have ramen noodle hair like Timberlake.
oh yeah,
did.
before he died of it. That's still fucking hilarious. Stevie, are you ready?
No. What am I doing?
I texted.
I mean, tell me what I'm doing.
You're
Again,
doing
Remind
character.
me.
I can't tell you because the room is supposed to guess.
Oh, okay. I think I remember now. Okay.
Oh, hold on a second. Medine or Golda, tell a story so I can
no,
fucking
no,
give
I
this
got
a-
it. I got it. I got it. I
How
remember
long?
now.
Are you being? Are you impressing? Are you doing an impersonation of Tye Dillinger?
Yeah.
You remember
I
that
am.
one
10,
time
10,
at band
10.
camp?
No.
No?
Okay.
Da boodado.
All right, are you ready now, Stevie?
I suppose this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
right.
No, you're awesome. Here
I
we
would give you fucking bonus points if you just started saying 10.
go. No.
All right, here we go. Hey, it's me here, telling you to come down and shop at my store where you can get all kinds of lumber products and everything you need to
I got it.
build your
Of
house.
course, man.
Hacksaw Jim
Yeah,
Duggan.
totally.
Yay! I don't have to do it anymore.
Oh my God. Somebody's calling.
No, don't.
Yes. Answer. Answer.
Hello, caller. Well,
Hello. Who is
hello, caller. Are you there?
Hello.
I guess JD didn't
We
want
got a
to talk.
breather.
Never
and,
mind.
And I
Anyway.
fucked up. And
Wah,
I
wah.
No, he's there.
Should I hang up on Bob too?
no. Bob,
He did. He hung up on Bob too.
Bob, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, I
good
didn't
now.
hang up on
I'm
him.
kidding.
Fuck all of you.
Well, you did something right for once, except press the right button to talk to JD. But, you know.
away.
No. See, they couldn't even hear because I was talking, bitch.
You earned that one. I don't care what anyone says. Are you ready? Gold is going to fill in for Brian.
What
This day in wrestling history.
He always bums us out. Maybe you won't bum us out.
Oh no, not at all. Because I can say Maharaja, Maharaja,
Maharaja.
Maharaja, Maharaja, Baja. Okay.
Maharaja.
All right. This day in history, 30 years ago today, in Greensboro, North Carolina, right up the road, Lex Luger defeated Nikita Koloff to win the NWA United States Championship.
No, he did not. He cheated.
Man, he cheated?
Yes.
That motherfucker. Did he pull the title?
It should have been my title.
That motherfucker. All right,
I've
12.
lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile.
Oh, man. We need to put you on like a 15 sound effect max per episode. Oh, God. Okay, all right. 12 years ago today, in Tokyo, Japan, Shinya Hashimoto died of a brain aneurysm. He
Say
was
that again.
just 40 years old.
I figured Bob, have you heard of that person?
Yes, I have. Dude, I got really into Japanese wrestling when I was a kid. It was like Memphis wrestling and everything I could read about Japanese wrestling when I was a kid. I don't know why, but shit fascinated me. So yes, I've heard of that guy.
Oh, okay. And Scott Newland said, if you guys like my voice, you need to call 1-900-GOLD-SEX.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
And,
published out there.
Exactly.
What do you charge a minute?
2 cents.
You pay them?
Yes.
Ah, cool.
All right. 8 years ago today, at UFC 100 in Las Vegas, Nevada, Brock Lesnar defeated Frank Mir via technical knockout in the second round to unify the UFC heavyweight and interim heavyweight championships.
Ninja, please.
He beat the fuck out of Frank Mir.
Now, Frank Mir is not in there. He's trying to negotiate his release because he's on a 2-year suspension, and Brock's not there, so that's a fun one to bring up. Oh, how time flies.
Yeah.
Frank Mir was one of those guys that he had all the potential to be like a fucking great heavyweight, but like one match he would fucking dominate, and the very next one he would get his ass beat. That was the cycle every time, and it was sad.
Well, in Frank Mir, I also had a lot of bullshit wins too. Like wins that you're like, nah, you probably shouldn't have won that one.
Right.
You know, he built his career on those, and then Brock basically ended his career.
Well, yeah, because he you know that was a TKO, Bob. You were analyzing that stuff back then.
Yes, and Gold is right. He beat the shit out of him.
All right.
Even his first UFC match was against Frank Mir. He beat the shit out of Frank Mir, but he left his leg open, and Mir got a hold of it and put him in an ankle lock.
Yeah.
And he was nowhere near that was a book. That finish pissed me off when I watched it.
Stike Leather says his favorite Japanese wrestler of all time is the Great Muta, Bob. I know you like Muta.
Muta is basically like American intro to. It's either that or Jushin Thunder Liger. Those are the two that everybody's like, no, I like Japanese wrestling.
Yep.
Those two guys.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, man.
Or Hayabusa.
Hayabusa. Okay, no.
Not
Hayabusa
really.
is a
Not compared to I'm sorry, not compared to those guys.
Well, I knew Hayabusa was before those two.
Hmm.
But maybe I'm just weird.
Because you're young. No, it's because you're younger.
Hayabusa should be revered as a god, but instead he's just not as well known as you and I would like for him to. I agree with you, but no, he's a masterclass.
Yeah, when I was 13, I was doing old school like tape trading. So I had like hundreds of fucking tapes, and I had like probably like 30 New Japan tapes.
Well, you know that's who
around, aren't they?
Who Earthquake had tattooed on his arm when he was in WWE, and then when he went to WCW,
a tiger.
They made him cover it up with a fucking shark.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow.
All right. Well, some dumb shit that I thought of is what if Matt Hardy came back instead of broken, he was repaired Hardy.
And this has been another edition of Dumb Shit Adam Bomb thought of.
All right, speed round tonight. Who ends Jinder's title reign if it's not Cena? Who ends Jinder's title reign? I think probably the obvious guess might be Baron Corbin with the briefcase. But I'm going to say...
No, let us go first.
Yeah, why don't you go, Gold?
I say Nakamura.
You say Nakamura?
And then Corbin catches on Nakamura.
Ooh, maybe that's why they're setting the sowing the seeds of the Nakamura Baron thing.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bob?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, whoever said that is exact. That's exactly what I was about to say. This is a tough.
I
one.
don't know.
That was 1-900 Goldust
I think
that said that.
Jinder should carry it for a while, so anything can happen.
Yeah.
While that,
It's not going to be.
Could be
Randy.
somebody not on the roster.
It's not going to be Cena, because Cena, after he gets done losing to AJ, he's going to take his ass over to SmackDown to Raw for a while
To fight Brock again, or to fight Roman as champion.
Yeah.
So he can get number 17 over Roman, so Roman can continue to show up on other people's DVDs.
You know who I could see? What's his name? Kevin Owens. I could see him being a valid argument for somebody who could take it away from Jinder.
That was my pick, actually, Bob. So I agree with you on that one.
I was thinking Kevin, if anybody.
That's who you got, Stevie?
Yep.
Maybe Medine.
Yeah, it won't be Zayn, because Zayn's going to be tied up with
Whoever.
Kanellis for a while.
Mid-card stuff.
I'm thinking it's somebody he can.
Yeah.
The scenario that I thought of a little while ago was a great match between AJ and Shinsuke for the U.S. title, but the U.S. title has no really validity as far as cashing in a briefcase. But does he have to cash in the briefcase for the WWE title?
No, Shinsuke, I like the other angle. Shinsuke, because the one thing wrong with Kevin Owens is he's a heel. But Shinsuke, I really like that angle because he's a face, and you go right from India to Japan to kind of gain that market a little
across
bit.
the globe. Yeah.
Right, and you have Baron try and get legitimacy with a different one.
Well, look, I was thinking AJ because he's the easiest to put into a end of days.
Oh, he would take it. Yeah, he would
Like
sell
he would
that
take
well.
it. He would sell
Of
it well
course,
at the end of a match. He would win.
So, but then Shinsuke's first title run is for half a second. I mean,
no. I'm not saying Shinsuke is not the guy to beat Jinder. I think it's going to be AJ.
Okay. Well, nobody on the board.
I know I'm wrong, but I'm being at devil's advocate.
Really caught up and said, Christopher Steichleather proposed, do you think Cena's 17th title could be the Universal title? Absolutely. I think it will be. Because I feel that that's exactly what's going to happen. I think Bob just said it.
Well, yeah, I will
He's
say
gonna jump.
that Baron Corbin has been scheduled to wrestle Brock Lesnar at upcoming house shows. So maybe
because the other
that's a weird
speculation is he
SmackDown
cashes
thing.
in over there.
Right.
Yeah, it's going on. I don't know.
I hope he cashes in and fucking loses. I hate that guy.
That's the only way to get him over is to have him cash in and win because he's just not over.
All right.
SmarkDown presents
Good, bad, and glorious.
Go ahead. Make my day.
All right, this is our award part of the segment. Board, you can chime in and get on till that. We're going to start off with good, and we're going to go to maybe Medine because he's staring off into space. We'll see if he's ready.
The good are the good guys standing tall at the end, AJ and Cena. Didn't think that's the first time we've actually seen them arm in arm, next to each other. And I actually like that as a moment, just as I guess the kid in me, the
faces that run the places.
Yeah, the faces that run the places.
Oh, so they were arm in arm next to each other at the urinals, shaking each other's wings.
They don't do that.
Wow.
Oh God.
Speaking of which,
low
Curb Your
brow.
Enthusiasm is coming back October 1st.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great scene with Larry David and Muggsy Bogues in the bathroom.
Muggsy, yeah. Cool guy.
Stevie, we're going to go to you last on the board, like I said. Bob, what do you got for good?
I'm going to say we finally. I think this is the first time we've gotten a full Nakamura entrance.
Even though we didn't get a match.
It was a shorter entrance.
Yeah, we didn't get a match, but we got a full Nakamura entrance, so I'm going to go with that.
I just watched it. It was
All
a
right.
shorter one.
I gave you a coin for
His
it.
entrance is goddamn amazing.
It is good.
Golda, good for you.
The opening promo with Cena, Styles, and then KO coming out. I thought that was really good.
All right. I'm going to read one from the board, Stevie, just because he agrees with me. That's Christopher Steichleather. I had Tye Dillinger. You're not supposed to beat the champ. You fought Jinder. You're not supposed to win. He got on TV. He got on TV in a somewhat relevant match, a prolific match, if you will. Since he hasn't been booked at all, I thought that was good for him, so that's why I gave him the good. And so I agree with Steichleather. Stevie, do you in the board?
Well, hang on just a second, and I'm just telling some of you on the board to be nice. And my good was actually, I can't believe Bob didn't say this, Maria Kanellis being better than Eva Marie tonight.
Really? Because she was all in red?
That was good.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to give you a coin for that, Stevie, but I'll give you this.
Dude, she's a total smoke
take
show,
that.
man. Total smoke show.
I really think that those two are going to be a very pleasant surprise once you see what they're capable of.
Okay. What do you got for the board, Stevie?
Noah said good. Cena and AJ together in the ring. We would love to see those two have another match. It's always fucking quality. And you already said good.
Would we love that? I mean, I want to see new things. I want to see AJ versus everybody else, but the people he's already fought.
Yeah.
Like
he could wrestle anybody.
I mean, I'm always the preacher of that.
He wrestle a mock.
And I know that you got to set whatever and push whatever, yada yada yada. But
Right.
you know, I got so sick of that era of Cena and fucking Orton main eventing every damn pay-per-view for 3 years, where one of them was fighting for the belt in the main event. Didn't matter which belt because there were two at the time.
Wasn't that long.
Dude, yes, it was. Go back and look. It was 2 years, 9 months.
I didn't mind it.
You didn't mind it. Yeah, because you're a Cena fan and an Orton fan.
Oh, yeah. Double whammy.
Yeah.
Jonathan Duran said good, nothing bad, WWE. So I guess tonight just overall was good for him.
It wasn't a bad show. I mean, I know we're going to get dog shit for a house show last week, but Bob, I want to cut to you on this. What did Raw give us?
Okay, so Raw gave us blood and cussing and violence. It gave us like a little peek, and it gave us this is going to be a bad thing for me to say. It gave us a possible Roman heel turn. Because, by the way, he was the absolute bad guy in what happened at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So we actually got a lot of things we wanted and things we've been clamoring for and begging for. And then SmackDown came along and gave us an okay show. Not a bad show, but if you hold okay up to Christmas morning's always going to fucking make okay look bad.
Right.
Well, it's the day after Christmas.
I mean, and let's
by
not.
the way, Adam, Christmas is a day that we'll tell you about later. It's a good thing.
I got something
He
8
got
times as
7,
good.
8 times, yeah.
Anyway, the other thing that's lost
Or
on
David
there
Sock.
is that longtime rivals, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. Longtime rivals in TNA, Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. You have current rivals, Samoa Joe and Brock. Did you need to have Roman out there, though? And the other thing, I really loved Kurt Angle asserting his presence and saying, you know, hey, if you guys go to blows here, you're not going to get the match. You know, like really asserting his power. I wasn't on last night's show, so that's my 2 cents.
I was just about to say, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Look,
We got on
wait,
that
once
topic.
again, last night was Christmas morning. Just
And
give
today
us
is
a little
the-
bit of slack. It was really good last night, and we weren't on the show, so
Okay.
shut up.
Okay.
This is SmarkDown.
Today is
welcome.
Yeah, today is the day after Christmas, not Christmas
Yeah.
You
morning.
play with all your toys already.
Right. So, but we want to, but okay, to Bob's point
We want
again.
to tell you all about the cool things we enjoyed.
Yeah, to Bob's point, exactly. And, you know, the way
Tell
you
me on
brag
New Year's Eve.
is, because I did this for Hanukkah too, is when I got that present, the next day sucked. I didn't get a present, but I told everybody about the present I got the night before.
No one gave a shit at that point.
Dude, yeah, 12 pairs
Right.
of socks is awesome, man.
Here's the difference between last night and tonight is this morning I went down to my warehouse to go check on some stuff, and I had guys who knew as a wrestling fan who normally like, hey, what's up? They were like, did you watch Raw last night? They were talking about Raw. Nobody tomorrow is going to approach me and be like, hey, man, what'd you think about SmackDown?
Jonathan Durant said when he said, actually, I meant good, he meant nothing, bad, everything. So we
okay.
misquoted him.
Nothing.
And
okay,
Daniel Price,
punctuation.
a lowbrow blow here, but I'm going to read it anyway. I've seen more blood, cussing, and violence from women on their periods than on Raw.
What? Wow.
Okay, so that was useless to read.
I liked it. I read it.
Good job, family.
Yes, our extended family. Bad is coming up next. Bad. Let's go to the baddest of them all. Bob, what's your bad?
Oh, shit. Come back to me.
Wow, a rare pass.
I'll go next.
I know, yeah, I'm good. I don't pass often, so
Yeah, I'll go next.
shut up.
Anything Baron Corbin.
Anything?
Baron Corbin.
Okay.
That's your bad?
I'm going to
Yes.
give you like 10 coins for that one. Fuck, I hate that guy.
Dude, he had no reaction when he came out. No boos, no cheers,
No
nothing. It
heat.
was fucking silence.
No heat, and that's the problem with me for him is that he is constantly in a I don't care situation. Like I've never cared about anybody he's fought. Medine, what do you got for bad?
Bad is what you guys talked about earlier with the women's division and their lack of creativity when it comes to coming up with a storyline that doesn't revolve around the title belt.
There is no creativity. I mean, there's no feuds beyond the title belt. Exactly what you said, Medine. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. For me, my bad was the unopened challenge. You gave us a, hey, AJ's going to defend it every fucking week kind of tease, put that carrot out there, and then they're like, no, you guys don't get that. It's not happening. And that kind of pissed me off. Stevie, you and the board.
My bad is similar to Golda's. That whole no match bullshit with Shinsuke and Baron Corbin tonight when they just got in a brawl and it wasn't a match. I was looking forward to seeing what he could do against Shinsuke.
Yeah, but it would have been 10 quiet minutes because Baron.
Well, I will say that I think they're trying to get Baron Corbin over by going to get Shinsuke because he's probably the second most over guy on SmackDown next to AJ. So they're trying to get Baron over by maybe, beating down Nakamura a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
We'll see.
What about the board?
Chris Steichler said bad that women's segment or Jinder's promo. Daniel Price said bad booking the entire female roster in the same match week after week and giving them no identity or strong pushes.
Well,
I mean,
they are doing they are doing a little thing with Tamina and Lana. I'm kind of interested to see where that goes, but that's about it.
They're doing the same thing on the other show. Or teased it with Nia and Alexa, whatever. The whole thing is just lazy. They could, because we know from NXT days, we know that Becky and Charlotte could put on a feud. We know that they could put on a feud away from the belt. They don't need to be in it. You could write a storyline for any of these women. You could write a storyline right now for Carmella, because a lot of briefcase cash in happens after they've had a match earlier on in the pay-per-view or earlier on in the night. Right. They come back out or something like that. So Carmella could be fighting with somebody. She could be fighting with the runner-up of the Money in the Bank, but because of the way they did the ending of it, there is none, because most times the briefcase becomes a little feud out of there. Remember Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes were fighting over it? There's been a lot of instances where the guy who didn't win, Seth and Dean, were fighting over it, it seemed like, after, because when Seth won it, I mean, there's lots of instances. This is stale. You do have opportunity here, and you are squandering it. Anything else on the board, Stevie?
That's all I got.
Bob, did you go?
Yeah, mine is I don't like the whole formula of every WWE show opens up with guy cuts promo, person comes out to contest promo, fight, something gets interrupted, and then whatever happens that's the main event that I got to wait 2 or 3 fucking hours for. I'm just not a fan of that. It is the same beginning of every single show.
Well, I liked it last night with Cass and Big Show. It's really the only time recently that I really liked when they did that.
I feel like it's structured like a video game. Like, you have to put the promo slot here, and then you have to put the main event here, and you have to fill this in here. And I wonder if they're sitting there with the video game up, and that's how they fucking make their shows. They're like, yeah, let's book this. Oh, take a picture of it and send it to the production booth. That's what we're going with. Tell everybody. What do you got, Stevie?
Sierra Ann just asked if anybody else has met Seth. I guess you meant Seth Rollins. Anybody here?
I met Balor once. That's about it.
I think Kiera has met him several times in her dreams.
Kiera has.
In her dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, she was sleeping.
Yeah, well, she usually sees Seth and Finn at the same time.
Ninja, please. Of course, if Rock isn't around.
Ninja, please.
No, he's too big. Well, the only time
times are changing. Ladies can do stuff now.
Man, we really got to put you on a fucking timer on the.
Well, speaking of which,
I do what I want. What do you want?
Just a quick Kiara plug today. I got to watch her take bumps at high spots.
Nice.
Here in Charlotte.
We got a video of it.
Yeah, we got a video. I'm gonna post it.
I'm gonna wait until get her approval first.
Yeah, we'll wait. And if you have negative comments, don't be rough, guys. Remember, she's just beginning.
Yeah, just her third day at training.
And don't forget, she is our queen.
Right. But
give her due.
But she took decent bumps. Me and the camera crew, we had to leave before she took hip tosses, but we'll be back there next Tuesday with more footage.
Cool.
Okay. I mean, we're all behind her. I can't wait to see any of that. Yeah. Glorious is up next. I'm just going to kick it off real quickly because, once again, AJ Styles, he seems to be the glorious thing about the show. Maybe if Shinsuke had wrestled, I would have given him, but I'm going with that. Bob, you want to pass or you want to participate on Glorious?
On Glorious? No, for me, it's got to be the interaction. The interaction between AJ and Cena tonight, I thought that was really well done. You had two guys. It's nice that it was two heels that didn't like each other, but they didn't force one guy to be douchey about it. It was just two guys who are probably of the 10 best in the business right now doing great work together.
I'll give you a coin for that. Golden. Glorious.
I mean, how could it be anything besides the sexy Fashion Rangers? I mean, come on.
The Fashion Rangers were fucking hilarious. What was the name of the horse that got stolen?
Tully.
Right out from under
Like
their eyes.
Tully Blanchard?
Terrible detectives. What do you got over there, Medine?
Me and Golda agree. That looks too much.
Dude, the Fashion Rangers, man. We all fucking chuckled and laughed our ass off like some of the old New Day promos when they were champs.
Oh, this was more like the horse reminded me of Chavo's horse. First of all, so it brought me way back to that point. And then just the whole cowboy. Remember Kurt Angle when he had the little cowboy hat, and that just
the lasso getting wrapped around Tyler Breeze.
And then it was just nostalgic in its feel, even though it was 2017.
Yeah, I know you liked him when he said it was the lasso of truth. I know you liked that.
Yeah, the Wonder Woman reference there.
Yeah, they did a good job making me laugh on it.
And
it was stupid, but it was funny.
We haven't mentioned it, but they kind of teased a little more of the Zack Ryder Mojo breakup, if you will.
Yeah, a little tension there.
Yeah, Stevie, glorious,
I'm
you on the board.
feeling that Mojo's going to be the villain.
Yeah, Mojo's definitely the villain. Zach is too much of a face. That would be bad to have Mojo as
Maybe
a face.
they hinted at him going heel with Mojo.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. At the end, when he was talking about walking away, getting his priorities together.
I don't know. What do you got over there, Stevie? You on the board?
Tag team gonna break up.
My glorious is letting everybody finish first before I say I don't have any glorious because you guys kind of set it off.
All right.
The Fashion Police and AJ combined. That was it for me.
Oh, and,
glorious on the board, we have Daniel Price that the anticipation of waiting for Jimmy Wang Yang to appear from behind Breeze. Jimmy Wang Yang had the hobby horse. That's right.
Jimmy Wang Yang. Glorious Stike Leather. AJ and Cena finally tag teaming together. Yeah, it was a little rushed with no build-up, but, and a little Teddy Longish. Glorious for Noah. I'm going to read this one because he says everyone on SmarkDown, Adam, Medine, Stevie, Golda.
Okay.
And Bob.
Oh, and Bob. He didn't put Bob, but
We're
yes,
actually
and Bob.
We're actually Rossum.
Who was that? Who was that?
We are Rossum.
you know who it was.
Was that fucking Noah?
Of course.
Well, I think tonight is actually we should dub tonight the Rossum SmarkDown.
Takeover part
fucking
5. I don't know how many.
Yeah, what the hell, Kier and Brian? Brian had to go see Incubus. Come on, Stinkubus. What, they had that one relevant song about George Bush?
Oh, dude, Incubus has had a bunch of hits.
Yeah, I like Incubus.
Not me.
Ninja, please.
Oh, Kier doesn't like him either. Next up, we got Who Booked That. Who Booked That, obviously, for me, is the goddamn women's division.
That's not on the page.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, not this page.
You're not on the right fucking page, jackass.
You're on the...
I'm in a different chapter.
You're on the wrong production sheet.
This is a different book.
I mean, I'm fucking up, but Medine is just...
fucked up.
All right.
I think he somehow dipped into Latino Damas's stash.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
Why you guys
He
keep
went to
bringing him up?
Medine's,
What happened to the
You must
crystal
have
ball
found it sitting over there in that chair. That's the chair he stole last
he
week.
Who is this guy you keep talking about?
He hopped the wall, the fictional wall.
Yeah, it was just some total
Kinda
bean,
like
some total beaner that showed up.
Stop bringing him
like
up.
interstellar shit going on with a wormhole. I don't know.
Make a good lucha thing.
I don't know why. That just seemed like the sound effect to play. So I'm going to go with Golden X. Who booked that?
I'm gonna go Lana with Tamina. Not as in bad, but I'm just wondering where they're going with it.
Yeah, you got to know who's on top in that one. Bob, what do you got?
God, I hate that you said that. No, that's exactly it. Where the hell are they going with this Lana and can't remember her other name, but yeah, where are they going with the whole Lana storyline?
Snooka daughter and anal.
Is Tamina gonna have to choke a bitch?
That's right.
Well, I think Lana just proved that she can't wrestle, but she can talk. Tamina can work a little bit, but she can't talk. So maybe that's why they're putting them together.
Daniel Price
No,
says,
the storyline comes out of nowhere.
Daniel Price says, shut your whore mouth, Adam. Incubus is fucking great. Sorry, I don't
Give
think
him
they
a
are.
coin. Give him a coin.
All right, this one's for you, Daniel.
There you go.
Stevie, you and the board. Who booked that?
My book, that not much to say. Maybe that whole New Day Usos fiasco tonight. It's getting. I don't even know what was the outcome with that. Xavier got left behind.
Xavier won.
But yeah, okay, but still, it's kind of weird.
In a huge spot.
Noah said, "Who booked that?" WWE for making another multi-woman match.
I'm right there with you.
Chris Stikelether said, "Who booked that?" Carmella coming out in with a letter from her lawyer demanding Ellsworth to be reinstated, and of course Seth. Shane tore it up.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that seemed like forced, stupid. I don't know. What I mean,
And I will say the whole board right now is pretty much JD trying to tell everybody that he gets more hoes than Seth Rollins, and comparing to him being
He's in
in
another
the same
area
shape
code right now.
dude,
in the same shape
JD
as
is
Seth
a
Rollins.
walking fucking boner, just looking to shower people like Triple H. Next up, we got Who Got the Rub. We don't have Kiera here, so we don't have to explain this to everybody. So we'll just start with Bob. Who got the rub?
JD.
Tonight, the rub had to be the Canellises. I think that Sami Zayn is going to do an amazing job jobbing for him, and he's going to make him look great. And tonight was just the beginning of that.
Do you think that's going to be at Battleground, Bob?
Yeah, it should. And once again, mark my words, this is going to be somebody who I really believe y'all are going to be quite impressed with.
You know, I could see that being the show opener and them stealing the show or at least kicking it off right.
Well, I mean, I've seen Mike Bennett work. I mean, he can work, and he's going to be over.
And we know Sammy can work.
Yeah, just because fucking he's got hot ass Maria in her corner. I mean, I just can't. I hope she gets in the ring and just puts her ass on the ropes just one time.
Oh, just a little bit. Goldie, you're one of those people that would probably sniff her chair after she stood up, right?
Oh, I would lick her chair.
That's fucking terrible.
I've heard worse. I've heard worse.
Oh, in any event, Golda, what's your Who Got the Rub besides you and to Maria?
I mean, me and Bob. I guess me and the angry one today. We're sharing a brain, man. It's the power of love, baby.
Medine, you want to mention what you had videos for your Who Got the Rub because you were talking about it.
You're welcome.
You don't remember?
That's later.
Dark Fury?
No, yeah, that's later. Tonight, person who got the rub, I'm gonna go with no one. Fucking buzz me.
I'm gonna go with Tye Dillinger.
Buzz that man.
Not just because Bob put him on our show, but because SmackDown did too. What do you got over there?
That's exactly who I had.
Is your answer Tye Dillinger?
Yes.
It's Tye Dillinger.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently he also gave Maurice the rub. So
Bob's one of those people that would answer Tye Dillinger for every single answer except for the one time it is Tye Dillinger.
Daniel Price said John Cena got the rub. He got a set up for a clean pin for a full timer whose boots he is not fit to lace. So.
I like that. I like
Psych
that.
Brother said, "Who got the rub?" Ty for being on TV finally, like us. Yeah, agree.
Okay, and Noah and Sierra Ann are talking about Hornswoggle for some reason.
I hate how everybody hates on John Cena.
Do you?
I mean, the guy can't. He's not that great of a worker, but he obviously tries.
Terrible.
Remember that open challenge he did 2 years ago? Every match he was trying really hard to go out there and put a good match on. I mean, that's just not who he is.
Oh,
He's
had classic matches.
Yes, they hate on him.
Well,
because
also
the whole hunky dory shit.
He had
That's
AJ.
why.
I mean, that helps, but at the same time, what he does well, he does really fucking well, and what he doesn't do well, he tries really hard to be passable.
I hate to agree with Bob on something here, but the cool kid table thinks that it's the being at the cool kid table is to hate Cena, and that's where it's become like some people are like, no, I don't want John Cena. You know, like same people there were haters for Hogan back in the day. Like it's the same thing. You know, like I hate the Cowboys, the Lakers, and the Yankees. You know, people hate somebody that's that good, but that's the way that he's booked.
People
so
hated
that
Michael Jordan, even though he was that
right.
good.
If you weren't a Bulls fan, you were like, God damn, Michael Jordan. You know, like
you wish he was on
I didn't hate Michael Jordan. I fucking hated Scottie Pippen for acting like he was doing something to earn those rings.
He was decent.
Oh, come on.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Anyway.
Oh, anyway, last topic.
One more thing, and it's not his fault that he didn't turn heel. Vince,
Pippen?
no.
He's a cash cow.
Yeah, exactly. Vince isn't gonna fuck his money up, and turning him heel is gonna fuck up his money.
Who is this?
I'm trying to see who's calling you.
No.
Jeff Hardy, right?
No.
Is it Noah?
It is Noah.
Jeff Hardy. I mean.
Noah, do you have something you want to say?
Hey, Noah.
Hello?
Noah.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm here. Hang up. He's gotten enough.
What do you want?
Hello. I'm here.
What's happening?
Yeah, we know you're there.
Unfortunately,
In
we
Odessa.
know that.
All right, so I don't know. What, he just wanted to say he's here, so I cut him off.
Yeah, fucking useless.
Put him back in timeout. You're in timeout, Noah.
You were here.
Our
Thanks,
final
Noah.
one is line of the night. I only had one. It's not that witty, but Charlotte just telling Shane McMahon, how is Lana in this match? I thought that was fucking a good line. It's simple, right to the point. What did you have, Gold? Did you have one?
How could it be anything besides, hey, here, park telly for me?
Okay, sure.
No, that was hilarious. Like everybody
It
knows
wouldn't
that's
be
a-
that he wears bras when he had the lasso of truth
well,
on.
no, but nothing popped me more than him actually parking the fucking horse for him.
All right, you got it. Medine, line of the night. Do you have one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Tyler's like, of course I wear a bra. I'm not a hippie.
Exactly. Stevie, you and the board, if they have anything, I think they're completely off topic.
Who got this? The line of the night?
Yeah.
My line of the night was actually kind of a botch. It was the end of the Breezango segment where they actually said to be continued, and they teased that there was going to be alien ghost stuff coming up, and the truth is out. H. It was the tagline. It's like the show.
X-Files?
The X-Files. Yeah.
Hey, JD.
JD, what do you want? Really? You
Giggity,
call in
giggity.
twice.
Stop
for
answering.
dead
You know
air.
what?
Give him a second.
We're not answering the phone.
Hey,
Yeah.
phone calls. The phones phone lines are off.
Yeah. We'll say phone lines
I
are off
can't
because
talk,
you
but
guys
yeah.
are all fucked up and can't
Oh yeah,
actually
and
speak.
And also, my line of the night on Saturday at all the wrestling shows I went to was my Biggie tattoo being really fucking over with all the wrestlers. Like I had like 10 wrestlers come up to me like, "Hey man, this is gonna be kind of creepy, but can I get a picture?"
You got a big E
Okay.
tattoo?
Sure.
Yes.
A
yes.
big
Go
E
go
tattoo?
go.
Biggie Langston.
Go show it into the camera or something if you want to plug that.
But it's upside down. It'd be kind of hard.
Oh, whatever.
No,
Line of the night for Daniel Price was Ghost Aliens.
Yeah, same as me, man.
I mean,
Share a brain.
What do you? Was there anybody else on the board have anything there, Stevie?
No, just talking about Hornswoggle again.
Goddamn Hornswoggle. Coming soon, of course, on Thursday. I don't know if Brian's actually going to fucking show up for any of these shows, but Golda will plug the show instead. Coming up Thursday is Takedown.
Yeah, Thursday's Takedown, we're going to have the recap. We're going to have the Heavy Machinery versus AOP for the tag titles. Let's see, we may be getting Aleister Black versus Bobby Fish, which is going to be good because he did have his first match, and this is the last match from the last tapings, or the last show. So it has to be this show. So I'm interested to see if it was like just a tryout match like James Storm had, or if he's officially signed to NXT and working shows in the future, because he is a hell of a talent.
Is Rob going to be back?
No, it's going to be me, Stevie, and Brian.
Who else, man? If Brian actually shows.
It's
Maybe
his show.
Brian.
He'll be here this time.
Damn Brian.
You're fired.
All right, and then of course, Rawsome, the flagship Marked Out show, is on Monday nights. Check that out. The Angry Elf will be back by then to host it. And he'll have basically my in-studio crew tonight because my fucking team can't show up. Really bitter about that. Line of the night late for Christopher
I'm
Stegler.
here.
He agreed for Ghost. Yeah, you're here, Bob. Thank you. But it's not in studio, so it never feels like you're really here. You know?
I'm always here.
Okay.
I'm in your hearts.
You're that heel we love to hate, maybe?
I'm like a member of the family.
I was confused by it.
You're our non-ginger adopted stepchild.
You're
I'm in the family. Hey, everybody.
He's like he's more like the exiled cousin.
Hey, if Bob is actually now finally adopting the family thing, that
No,
means
I'm not. I'm mocking it. I'm
Oh, I know
fucking
he's mocking it.
Oh, you're not?
No shit, he was mocking it.
Mocking
You hear how
it.
he was talking about?
Yeah, but he still said it. So guess what?
Hey, everybody. Rob wins.
So that's
There you go. See, Bob wins.
Yeah, Rob
Bob
wins.
wins.
Rob wins. It said Rob wins.
Yeah,
And then don't forget
I'm openly mocking the family concept.
the weekly squash on the Bubba Radio Army is also on Sundays at 10 o'clock. If you got access to that, definitely check that out. It's a little exclusive show where we jam everything from our podcast into 1 weekly show.
We're going to
there.
record it right after this. It's going to be totally different.
And way to
I'll
way
put a
to
link
break
on
that down.
Hey, Sierra Ann is asking everybody who our favorite wrestler is.
Who our favorite wrestler
So,
is?
Medine, why don't you go first?
With what?
Motherfucker, do you not listen?
No. I wasn't listening to that. What'd you say?
Stevie, who's your favorite wrestler?
Man, we've done this. How many times have we done this?
Somebody on the board asked us a question.
The nature boy.
Oh, my bad.
We're involved in the show, so we're asking it to everybody.
My bad. Hey, don't try
Sarah
to
Ann.
discipline me. I've been here longer than you.
I will sit on you, and
No,
that
you
will
won't.
hurt.
You can't catch me.
Who
Like
is our
Idiocracy.
favorite wrestler of all time?
Yes.
Ooh.
Tye Dillinger?
Tye Dillinger?
We know who Noah's is already.
Yeah, it's Steve Blackman, I'm sure.
Damn it, that's like asking me to pick my favorite film. That it would require breaking down into genres.
Mine's
I guess
Bret Hart.
an easy one to say is, I mean, Stone Cold. It's,
Yeah.
he was just so much fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, I could just as easily say Hayabusa because
You don't want to put
nobody
in
will
Tony
ever
Inoki
replace
there.
him.
Christopher Stikelether says his is Sting. Board, you can get your last calls ready. We'll come to you shortly. Golda, do you have yours?
My favorite wrestler, I would say, like of the main
all time
companies,
everything.
I would say
No, it's everything.
I think he's not even ready.
All time.
Stone Cold, and if I would say my favorite indie wrestler of all time, that was Kevin Steen, who's now Kevin Owens.
Mine is going to be Triple H. Triple H, carried me through the Attitude Era and beyond, and I've loved everything that he's done, even beyond the game and his CEO role and stuff like that, and what he's done with NXT. I mean, he is one of those guys that both in the ring and out of the ring has contributed so much, and that puts him on the top of my list above guys like Angle and AJ. Stevie?
I already gave you mine, but Noah said his favorite was his honest answer is Undertaker.
Yeah, and we speculated about Undertaker. He put the thing down. If he comes back, he can't come back as the dead man. He stripped off that he has to come back as American Badass if he were to come back.
Better yet, he doesn't have to come back.
At all.
He doesn't have to.
But if he does, if they force that on us. JD says Kevin Owens is a fat man, and Sierra says her favorite is Seth Rollins.
She's got something in common with Kiara.
But JD might be he might be fat, but Kevin Owens could fucking wrestle circles around you, motherfucker.
Hey, actually, JD's next comment, he says he's a fat CM Punk. You're goddamn right he is. He can cut a fucking promo. He can go toe-to-toe 5-star in the ring with just about anybody. I don't mind. I don't think that's insulting
That's
to
not
say
really
that he's
an insult,
a...
yeah.
That's not at all, JD. So if you meant that as an insult, you were spot on instead, so good job by you. I'm even going to give you a coin. All right, last call. Last call, everybody. This is the time when you get your final says in. You get to do other stuff. We're going to go to Vince Russo first. What's your last call? Stellar as always. Don't forget.
iTunes.
Fork. All right, Golda, last call. We're going to start with you, buddy.
My last call, it was great being on the SmarkDown with you people. I guess I'm used to being on a show with these three.
Well, thank you for not abandoning me.
I'm glad you were here to make me laugh with your fuck-ups.
You're glad Jew was
here? That's always
here?
nice. Yes, I'm glad Jew was here. Yes.
Jew was here.
But, I mean, it was a decent SmackDown
The
episode.
Jew that leads the crew to a fucked up thing.
Nothing was bad, but nothing was good. It was a show.
It was a show.
It could have been a lot worse. We've seen a lot worse.
And that, I have to agree with that. Like, yes, this wasn't great, but compared to what we've gotten, this was actually kind of a lot better.
I mean, it served its purpose. It moved storylines along. We got to see a little bit more of the Power of Love and see how they're going to do it with Sami Zayn. And I mean, it served its purpose. It just didn't give us anything amazing besides the opening promo.
Noah had the worst typo ever on the board. He said KO's wife is a hoe. But then he corrected it. He meant she's hot. So he fucked that up and said the complete opposite. Bob, last call for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back kind of with what you said. This was not a bad show. I mean, it was a tough act to follow from the past night. I mean, I was gonna say past two nights, but yeah, Raw even outdid, the pay-per-view. It was a good show. It just wasn't amazing. So it feels a little meh in comparison, but it was a good show. I enjoyed it.
All right. Medine, maybe you got a last call?
Yeah. I'm looking at
see what I did there?
I'm looking what?
Said Medine, maybe, instead of maybe Medine.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't catch that.
Well, catch on.
I don't have a glove.
You got a brim.
Hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can catch foul balls with a hat.
Sure.
Apparently, Sierra Ann says I look like Kevin Owens.
Sure.
So.
Hey.
Anyway,
He
I'm
wishes.
looking at both brands, and I'm wondering which brand is going to have more fatal four-ways.
which brand is going to cluster more fucking people
At
in a match?
SummerSlam,
Because
yeah.
I'm counting that goddamn five-way, because Lana doesn't count.
Yeah, that counts
So-
too. Any match with more than 3 people in it.
Okay, yeah. I'll count it. Triple threat or higher. That's going to be
Triple threat or
SummerSlam. SummerSlam.
No, not triple threat or higher. Larger than a triple threat.
You want to go 4?
4 or higher?
4 or more? 4 or more.
Either way, we're counting that.
4 or more.
Either way, we're counting the 5-way elimination
Yeah,
match.
4 or more. Let's see what happens at SummerSlam. Which brand has more of those types of matches?
I just want him to start calling triple threats 3 ways. Just why not? I mean, they're acknowledging the Page videos with New Day. Why not? I mean, fuck it. Last call, Stevie. What do you got?
My last call pertaining to SmackDown. I'm just glad to see the Kanellis thing finally working out. I'm curious to see how they're going to incorporate them into the show and watch Rawsome after Monday Night Raw every Monday at 11:15 on YouTube.
All right, last call for Daniel Price. Check out Big Show shooting to Jericho. He vents some frustration and talks about he hates doing TV and how so much of the roster is unhappy. It explains a lot about the WWE clusterfuck. It certainly does. Noah says, last call, thanks for the show, guys. You are great and a great family, and I love you guys like family. Maybe one day we can meet in a picnic like a family, like have
big dysfunctional family.
Have a marked out extended family reunion. We can't invite fucking Bob. That's for sure.
No, I will make sure
Everybody
that
has
if Noah's there, I will shit on his plate at the picnic.
Oh, God. Jonathan Durant says, last call, fix the phone line, and the girls at Virginia are actually pretty fire. Okay, sure.
Send them this way.
He also says, Paige, I love you, babe. Christopher Steichleather, I like this one. His last call, his fiance telling him to tell us that everyone, including the board, are awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Steichleather, and your fiance. I'm sure she's awesome and cool, too. And then Sierra Ann just asked, why are you guys so chill and awesome? Because we're awesome. We just are.
She asked if any of us are
Thank you.
Canadian. Well, I lived across the border from Canada. That's
Me
about
too.
it. I'm the closest to
Buffalo,
Canadian,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, Golda was on one
been to
side
Canada.
of Lake Ontario, and I was directly across Toronto on it in Syracuse. So, maybe, I don't know. Whatever. In any event, my last call is a quick shout-out to everybody out there, both my panel of people, both my co-cast members, Rob, Steve, Medine, Bob, Golda. I'll even name the two that never show, Kiera and Brian. And
Maharaja.
and all the people on the board and everything. We just recorded on Sunday the Great Balls of Fire reaction show. It has already got 750 views and is already our number 3 show total for views on YouTube. So a big thank you to all that. I know Bob played a big part in that. Also getting that network of people that he has across the pond, the other pond. I'm talking the Pacific, not Europe.
The Kingslayers on the WWE Champions game, we still have room actually in Kingslayers 3. Except for you, Noah. Fuck you.
I don't
Bob.
I don't even know what the hell he's plugging. What the fuck is Kingslayers? But
that's his
the group
faction.
that-
That's
that's
his
the
faction.
international group that I brought
Weren't you here last
hey,
night?
whatever it is, as long as they're
No, he
listening, you know that's great. I'm
Hey,
happy
you
for all
have
that.
your nerd stuff. Bob has his nerd stuff.
Yeah, I could comic out
Yeah, no,
geek
Adam
forever.
fucking plays the Walking Dead game, and he gets all excited when he gets a brand new gun. So shut up.
No, I unlocked the 5-star Negan. It's pretty exciting.
I got a crossbow today, guys.
I got a crossbow. In any event, shit. I'm just gonna close the show out. You know, I hated being off last week, but I do want to thank the Wookiee for having me on his show. It was a best of a bad situation, as he put it, and his co-host didn't show. I wanted to host the show and didn't, so I thank him for calling in. Everybody else, don't forget, next week, same Smart time, same Smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
SmarkDown Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 I'll catch you on the flip side.
SmarkDown Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email
I had to fuck one more thing up.
urecordstudios.com or
I
visit
just
the
had to.
website www.urecordstudios.com.
Rob will yell at me for that later.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful.
For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Go away, fat man.